Alright, y'all, I couldn't resist. Last run was so fun with the setup that I'm recording another one. We'll see if it's we get some good clips out of it.
System purge required.
Now we are using the Tactician Anti-Hunter Countdown Master build. And looks like we got someone else who's contributing some status effects. Don't go try kidding on me. You ain't going nowhere. Haha. You ain't going nowhere. That's what I'm talking about. You want to be, uh-oh. This is unfortunate. Ah. Okay. Okay. See that? Immunity? No problem. We still give the boys bonus armor. You ain't kidding. Oh, I missed. Come on, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Come on. Let's go. I think these guys cleaned up their hunter. We're looking all good. What do we want to hit? No VIP. Thank you very much. It doesn't really matter which one we do. Let's go hit this one first. Oh, I love this setup. Honestly, this might be like one of my best builds ever. Straight up. I'm saying it. I'm calling it best build ever. At least one of. I've made a lot of builds and a lot of creative ones. A lot of builds I'm proud of, you know. But this one really, like the way everything comes together so beautifully, it's just so satisfying.
System breach initiated.
And it's so different. Like I've never seen anyone run this build exactly like this. Which you definitely can't say about a Striker Elmo build. That's for sure. I've seen only a few other people like leverage the concepts that we're using here. And it works in practice. This isn't just like a theory crafted, like on paper build. Everything makes sense. And it just works. Take a shock. All good. No status effects for us. We're putting in the damage too. Last run I did 1.6 billion damage. Not bad. And I think we're pacing pretty darn good this time. That's a decent armor on kill. Now, of course there is... That's kind of awkward. He's a purple. They're actually more dangerous. To some extent. Oh, I might need that. Now, one of the reasons why I'm dropping this build first, as the first Backfire build after my masterclass, is because the other builds that we're gonna... Ooh, we split up. Now, we were only 4 doing that? Damn. That's weird. Usually you want to stick all 8 and just do one at a time. But, looks like we're just cruising. Let's go join them. We might even be able to do all 3 this time. But yeah, like I was saying, the reason why I'm dropping this one first, finally showing you off the ultimate countdown build, is because for the subsequent builds that I'm going to drop with the Backfire, you're probably going to have to do quite a bit of farming. I already have some of the pieces that I've had to do a lot of farming. Because unless you've tried making a Backfire build before, no one really keeps Hasbro rolled gear in your stash, right? So you might have to get entire sets, like copies of sets, that come with Hasbro already rolled onto it.
Pressure system purge required.
Because a lot of the time we're going to be changing the core. Is it done over there, or what's going on?
Secure the area so we can bring in the
It's almost
engineer.
done. Let's get that speed boost. But yeah, so we're going to be changing the core, so it's we got to get pieces that come with...
You can head over to the cooling tower.
That's awkward time.
Protect the
We gotta get
engineer.
pieces that come with Hasbro. And then the rolls are also really specific for these kinds of backfire builds. There's really not a lot of room to play around with different potential attributes. So getting good pieces, right? You probably don't have them already. And then on top of that, you need super specific rolls for them. So it can get tough, and it can also get expensive on optimization. So you can be doing some farming in Countdown. I figured might as well show you the best Countdown build to use for it. Now,
Agent,
our teammates are a little split up over here.
Tower.
Let me get some bonus armor to kick it off. That's one thing I wanted to talk about that I forgot in the last video, okay? A lot of people misuse Vanguard in these situations. You do not want to pull out your shield for bonus armor right when you start.
Find a way to release some pressure.
You want to do it before you get in, around like 15 seconds, I would say.
Off that steam.
Because the thing is, with the timing of Vanguard, okay, you see that how I have it again, right? The bonus armor that you get is bonus armor. It's temporary, and you know, obviously, if you get shot, you lose it. But also, if the timer runs out, you lose it, and then there's a 5-second delay when it's on cooldown, and then you can proc Vanguard again. So the logic, like, you want to get bonus armor right away when you start the engagement, right? But you also are going to be using up your bonus armor when you start the engagement, and you want that re-up as fast as possible. So when you use Vanguard right away, like as soon as you actually start the stage, your teammates are going to get bonus armor, then they're going to get shot, then they're going to lose it, but then they have to wait that full cycle of 25 seconds before you can give them bonus armor again. If you time it such that you give bonus armor like as you're running in, like 15 seconds before you start the stage, then everyone will still have bonus armor when they get in. They'll get shot, but then after they get shot and their bonus armor gets stripped, the timer will be done because you used it up earlier, and then you can re-proc it and give them bonus armor right after they just lost it at the start of the stage. So it's almost like you're double dipping it. And speaking of that, I also need to remember to keep procking Vanguard for the squad. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use Vanguard properly like that. Now, of course, you sort of take the hit, because if you want to have your shield invulnerable when you start the stage, that's not going to happen because you only get it for 5 seconds. But then again, after that first cycle of Vanguard is used up, then right after you start the stage, right, you use it, the first 5 seconds of the stage are actually the last 5 seconds of your previous cycle of proc Vanguard, and then boom, you're right back in and get bonus armor and invulnerable shield. Yeah, took some hits and then boom, bonus armor. And I gotta be honest with you, as you see that's what's happening here, I'm not just using Vanguard for the squad, I'm also honestly using it selfishly.
Good work, Move
it
to
is
extraction
helping us
point.
with an invulnerable shield, which
Shoot
is
off a
very
flare so
useful
Torres knows you're
if
ready
we
to go.
time a push against the hunter. And as you saw, we're also getting bonus armor too. And a lot of people don't know that. I don't know why it works that way. Honestly, I think they should change the talent so it works that way all the time. I think Vanguard's a really weak pick in general gameplay because it doesn't give you the bonus armor, and a lot of people would use it, and I think it'd be way more fun if it also gave you the bonus armor. And it does in this like raid context. I think because the countdown is set up with this 8-person and the 2 subgroups, I know Vanguard does this in raids, and this one is, I guess, using that same sort of structure, the way it's coded or set up. Here we get Vanguard for ourselves, as well as the whole team.
Heavily armed hostiles detected.
Which I will use if I want to make a push here. See, no damage. And then push up and go for the next one.
When you're ready, send up a flare so Torres can pick you up.
Now we only have a few charges, so we want to be smart and use them when they're about to kit like that. And I don't know why that missed, because it was literally at his feet, but... And let's get one more. And Vanguard. Look at that, look how easy that is. They just got locked. And that's it. That's how we take care of the hunters. Ooh, those are nice.
Deploying UAV. Report station deployed. What the hell was that?
Bonus armor. And we just farm the rest of them. Oh, there is one more hunter. I didn't even notice. Look at that. Oh, just missed it. So you want to be focusing on the hunters, because that's when you want to use it, is when they're kidding. Now you can change up the build if you really wanted more charges on the ride foam. You definitely could. We'll talk about that in the full build guide. Because you see right now I'm out. But the way this is set up, you do need to use them sparingly and smartly. That's why it's called a Tactician. Because you really want to use them when they're about to kit. That's the most annoying time, but if you have enough of them, then you could also start, you know, a first damage phase by foaming them, getting damage in, and then foaming them again when they inevitably try to kit. But for now, we're all good. And I feel like we're not even at full stacks at all, and we're hitting pretty hard. Now we're seeing some millies. There we go. Isn't that awesome? I've been farming so much strikers. Boom!
Torres sees you. Helo inbound.
And that's how we do it. So that's the thing, you know, especially nowadays with the power creep that we gotta be honest that we've been having with the seasonal modifiers,
Torres
as well as
is
the
in
way
position.
some of the gear has been buffed and stuff. Heroic Countdown is totally doable. You still want to be coordinated as a team, but it's totally doable. And you don't need to be super, like, DPS oriented or super tanky for most of the rest of the mission. But it's the initial stage, being coordinated with the hunters, and then trying to get through extraction. And you'll see here we did 1.3 billion damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good considering all the rest of the utility that we have on the setup. If you want to learn how to build this for yourself, build guide coming soon. Go check it out. To the next one, Enjoy.